Hello dear children, welcome to Standard 8th Maths class. In our last chapter, we have seen different polygons, square, hexagon, quadrilateral, triangle. So we saw different shapes. In our today's chapter, we are going to learn some more things about shape to find its perimeter and area. Now, when we see these different shapes, we see that there is a part called interior of the shape, the boundary, and the exterior of the shape. So, what is perimeter and what is area? We get confused many times, right? So, let us clear these concepts now. Perimeter refers to the distance around a closed figure. So when our sir tells us to take rounds of a ground for exercising, that would be perimeter. But when we clear the ground by sweeping, we clean it by sweeping, then we will be managing the area. Correct? So perimeter refers to the distance around the closed figure, whereas area refers to the amount of surface enclosed in a closed figure. So when we are taking round of a figure, it's perimeter. When you are fencing a field, it's a perimeter. When we are tiling a surface or a floor, when we are painting a surface or a wall, it's area. So I hope there is no confusion now. The length of the boundary refers to the perimeter, whereas the space inside the 2D figure is the area. So let us recall some of our formulas that we have learned to find area and perimeter. Now this is an old friend rectangle. Opposite sides are equal. Do you remember what is the formula for perimeter of a rectangle? There are two sides, opposite sides which are equal. So length and breadth. Two lengths and two breadths. Correct? So area of this rectangle is length multiplied by breadth, whereas perimeter is equal to twice length plus breadth. Correct? This one plus this one and breadth also 2 times. So 2 length plus 2 breadth is the perimeter, and length multiplied by breadth gives us the area of a rectangle. So here if you see this swimming pool, the boundary of this swimming pool is the perimeter. This is 2 length plus breadth. Whereas the area is the place occupied by the water over here on top, blue color. That would be the area. Now let us recall the formula to find area and perimeter of a square. So if we see, let the length of the sides be A. We know that all the sides are equal. So A plus A plus A plus A. Sum of all the sides will give us perimeter. So the boundary is the perimeter of the area. So 4 A's. So perimeter of square is given by 4 times side. Whereas area is the inner part. The inner part of the square. Correct? So the area of the square is given by length into breadth, that is A into A, and hence A square, that is side square. Now let us look at this swimming pool. Oh, it's round, it's circular. So the boundary of the area pool will give us the circumference, which is perimeter of a circle. The circumference is a perimeter of the circle, and the formula to give the circumference is 2 pi r, where pi is 22 upon 7. Whereas area of circle is given by pi r square, pi into radius square. Let us find area of the circles. The first one tells us that the radius of the circle is 14 meters. So what is the area of circle? Pi into r square, correct? So pi is 22 upon 7 into 14 into 14. We know that there will be cancellations. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, and the multiplication gives us the answer 616 square meter. Remember that the unit of area is square units, either square meter or square centimeter, because radius is 14 meters into 14 meters. So meter into meter is meter square over here. Here the diameter is given. Diameter is 49 meters. Therefore, radius will be divided by 2 because twice a radius is a diameter. So, radius equal to 24.5. Area is pi r square, will be equal to 22 upon 7 multiplied by 24.5 into 24.5. After cancellation, we get the answer 1886.5 square meters. Let us find the circumference of the circle with the following radius. Now children, please be very careful with the formula of circumference and area. We often tend to get confused. The formula for area circumference is 2 pi r. Correct? 14 is the radius. So 2 into 22 upon 7 into 14. Cancellation. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. And multiplication gives us the answer. Now that we have seen area and circumference, that is perimeter of a circle, let us look at the area of parallelogram. Here is a parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel. Any one of the 4 sides of the parallelogram can be considered as a base. And let h be the height of the parallelogram. Now height is perpendicular to the corresponding base. If we take this part of the parallelogram and take it on the other side and stick it over here, what figure do we get? Yes, we are getting a rectangle. So if we already know that area of a rectangle is base into height, that is length into breadth, and length is base over here and breadth is height. So we can modify the area of parallelogram as base into height. That is same as length of a rectangle into breadth of a rectangle. Hence we get a formula, area of parallelogram is equal to base into height. Now let us see how to find area of a parallelogram using a formula. We know that area of parallelogram is base into height. So here base is 7 centimeter and height is 4 centimeter. So 7 and 4. So area of parallelogram will be base into height 7 into 4, and hence answer is 28 centimeter square. Very simple. Here you see that the area base is 5 centimeter and height is 3 centimeter. Remember that height is perpendicular to the base, always. So base is 5 centimeter, height is 3 centimeter. Therefore, area of parallelogram will be base into height 5 into 3, and answer is 15 square centimeter. Here the area is, the base is 2.5 and height is 3.5. Hence, area of parallelogram is base into height 2.5 into 3.5, and answer would be 8.75 after multiplication. Now let us look at area of a triangle. We already know that perimeter would be sum of the 3 sides, that is a plus b plus c. And what would be the area of a triangle? Half base into height, as we know it already. So just a small recall. So let us solve some problem to find area of triangle. If you see this particular triangle, it is an acute angle triangle. And in acute angle triangle, you can see the altitude over here, which is perpendicular to the base. So area is half base into height. Base is 5 centimeter. Altitude is 3.2 centimeter. So substituting, we get 2 ones are 2, and if you see it is gets cancelled 1.6. So answer is 5 into 1.6, which is equal to 8 square centimeter. Now the next triangle which you see is obtuse angle triangle. So if you can see that the base is extended and we have found the altitude of 2 centimeters. So if it is obtuse angle triangle, then altitude, remember it has to be always 90 degree with the base. So base, half base into height is the formula. Substitute 3 centimeter base and 2 centimeter heights. In obtuse angle triangle, it is outside the triangle. And answer would be 3 square centimeters, 2 gets cancelled. In the third figure, if you see, it's a right angle triangle. So one of the side itself is the height since it is perpendicular to the base. So here height is 4 centimeters and base is 3 centimeters. So obviously the area would be equal to half base into height, which is equal to half. 4 is the height and 3 is the base. 2 2s are 4 and hence answer is 6 square centimeters. Correct? So in our class today, children, we saw various formulae of rectangle, square, triangle, parallelogram and circle. Please remember them and learn them by heart so that we can use them to solve the problems. Have a nice day, children. Bye.